For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty as commanding officer of Company F, 2nd Battalion, 7th Marines, 1st Marine Division, Captain William Earl Barber was awarded the Medal of Honor. In action against the enemy aggressor forces in Korea from the 28th of November to December 2nd, 1950. Assigned to defend a 3-mile mountain pass, the division's main supply line, and commanding the only route of approach in March from Udamni to Hagaruri, Captain Barber took position with his battle-weary troops and, before nightfall, had dug in and set up a defense along the frozen, snow-covered hillside. When a force of estimated regimental strength savagely attacked during the night, inflicting heavy casualties and finally surrounding his position, following a bitterly fought 7-hour conflict, Captain Barber, after repulsing the enemy, gave assurance that he could hold if supplied by airdrops, and requested permission to stand fast when orders were received by radio to fight his way back to a relieving force after 2 reinforcing units had been driven back under fierce resistance in their attempts to reach the isolated troops. Aware that leaving the position would sever contact with the 8,000 Marines trapped at Udamni and jeopardize the chances of joining the 3,000 more awaiting their arrival at Hagaruri for the continued drive to the sea. He chose to risk loss of his command rather than sacrifice more men if the enemy seized control and forced a renewed battle to regain the position, or abandon his many wounded who were unable to walk. Although severely wounded in the leg in the early morning of the 29th, Captain Barber continued to maintain personal control, often moving up and down the lines on a stretcher to direct the defense and consistently encourage and inspiring his men to supreme effort despite the staggering opposition. Waging desperate battle throughout the 5 days and 6 nights of repeated onslaughts launched by the fanatical aggressors, he and his heroic command accounted for approximately 1,000 enemy dead in this epic stand in bitter sub-zero weather, and when the company was relieved, only 82 of his original 220 men were able to walk away from the position so valiantly defended against insurmountable odds. His profound faith and courage, great personal valor, and unwavering fortitude were decisive factors in the successful withdrawal of the division from the death trap in the Chosin Reservoir sector and reflect the highest credit upon Captain Barber, his intrepid officers and men, and the United States Naval Service.